Lauren Ventrella, co-author of the 10 Commandments bill in Louisiana, just erupted on CNN, unable to just answer a simple question. Now, for those out of the loop, Louisiana just became the first state ever to require the 10 Commandments be posted in every single public classroom. And the 10 Commandments have to be poster-sized in easy-to-read font, so that way all of the students can read it no matter where they are in the classroom. And this is such an overreach from the GOP legislature, who are pushing this conservative agenda to get more religion in schools and just in the government in general. Take a look at this clip of them signing this bill into law. It is just so disgusting.
Today we fulfill our promise to bring drastic reform to our educational system and bring common sense back to our classroom. A strong education system leads to a strong economy and a strong state. This bill mandates the display of the 10 Commandments in every classroom in public, elementary, secondary, and post-education schools in the state of Louisiana. Because if you want to respect the rule of law, you got to start from the original lawgiver, which was Moses.
That's right.
Amen.
All right.
God gave, Moses received.
That's right. He got his commandments from God, and then he wrote them on for us. All right.
It is so discouraging to see all of the cheering and all of the smiles in that room, because this is the exact thing that the founding fathers wanted to prevent. And this is the exact reason why we have, or are at least supposed to have, a separation of church and state. The GOP are laughing and cheering as they are taking away our freedoms and imposing their religious beliefs on us. The Republicans are supposed to be the party of freedom, but does this feel like freedom to anyone? And you know it's bad when you have a hard time telling the difference between a church gathering and the government signing a bill into law. This is just a complete step backwards from what this country was founded upon. But not only are they putting just the 10 Commandments up, they're also including a 4-paragraph context statement that's explaining how for almost 3 centuries, the 10 Commandments were used in American education. Now, I don't know about you, but at least when I went through public education, I did not experience the 10 Commandments at all. So not only are they imposing their religious beliefs on us, they're also trying to gaslight kids into thinking that this is normal. And that's probably one of the most terrifying things about this. They've been accusing teachers of indoctrination for years now, but now they're the ones who are actually going out and doing it. Now, I am definitely not the only one who shares these concerns, which is why CNN on their interview was pressuring Lauren so hard. And that's what led her to become unable to just answer a simple question. So let's go ahead and see that clip.
So when you talk about the moral fiber of our country, you realize that this country is an amalgamation of cultures, right, and different faiths. And even within Christianity, people don't interpret those commandments the same way.
Well, what's important about this bill and what's important to remember about this country is that whether we like it or not, Moses is in the Supreme Court of the United States. The 10 Commandments are in the Supreme Court of the United States. Moses is on the law in Congress. This is part and ingrained in our nation. This is a historical document that's important in Louisiana, because in Louisiana, we believe in faith, family, and freedom. And that is why I voted in favor of this bill.
Sure, but you also recognize that the Constitution of this country, its founding document, doesn't include the word God or Jesus or Christianity, and that's for a reason, because the founding fathers founded this country as a secular one. You don't
Boris,
see that?
I bet you CNN pays you a lot of money, and I bet you got a bunch of dollar bills.
What does this have to do with the network that I work for or what I'm getting paid? Don't make this about that. Answer the question. Why did the founding fathers not include God in the Constitution if they wanted this country to be the way that you see it?
Let me finish my statement. And
Answer the question and don't make this about me.
In God we trust. Well, make it about me. I got a dollar bill in my wallet. In God we trust is written on that dollar. It is not forcing anybody to believe one viewpoint. It's merely posting a historical reference on the wall for students to read and interpret it if they choose.
But fundamentally, you understand that there's a separation between church and state, and that if you're a student at a school, say you're Muslim or Hindu or atheist, having that on the wall, doesn't that endorse a specific set of beliefs?
Absolutely not. It is a historical document. Again,
but there are historical documents. There are historical documents that actually this law authorizes to be displayed in classrooms, like the Mayflower Compact, the Declaration of Independence, and others. But this one is specifically religious, and there's a difference there. I mean, that seems pretty clear that there's a difference between a random historical document and one that endorses a very specific view of a very specific denomination within a religion.
I don't agree with you that this is a random historical document. This is a
I didn't
very
say it was random, but there are others. Go ahead.
This is a very valuable document. Look, this nation has gotten out of hand with crime, with the bad negative things that are going on. Why is it so preposterous that we would want our students to have the option to have some good principles instilled in them? If they don't hear it at home, let them read it in the classroom. It's no different than the Mayflower Compact, which is mentioned in the document as well. I don't understand why this is so preposterous and that litigation is being threatened. It doesn't scare us in the state of Louisiana. We say bring it on.
Because if someone has a home in which they choose to believe something different, which is welcome in this country, it's literally why people fled to come here to found this country to begin with, then they should be allowed to. And it's not really an option if you're requiring it to be put up in the wall of a classroom. What do you say to the parents of students or even teachers who don't share your religious views?
Don't look at it.
Lauren in that clip was asked quite simply, do you understand that this country was not founded upon religion? That's why there's no talk of religion in the Constitution. And that's when she absolutely blew up, just unable to answer the question. She even started talking about how much CNN paid the host, which was completely unrelated. And that's because nothing in religion is related on reason. It's all about blind faith and indoctrination, which is why she blows up at simple questions, because there is no good answer. The answer is she's trying to indoctrinate the children into becoming religious. And this just goes to show you how these people are complete nutjobs who will stop at nothing to make sure that you submit to their beliefs. And these are some of the most dangerous people to have in power, and they need to be voted out immediately. I don't care if you're on the left or the right, or if you're religious or not. This is a clear violation of our rights and freedoms as Americans. If someone in power is trying to tell you what to believe in, they should not be in power. Those people are super corrupt and are willing to lie, cheat, and steal to basically get their way. So for the future and the freedom of this country, please, let's vote these people out.